Hello, this is Damian Borba, BlackBerry Developer Evangelist, and I'm here to show you a tool created by the Tech Center in Brazil to help developers working with WebWorks. And the goal with this tool is to enable you, developer, to avoid using command line. So some people have problems using command line, and it's not very easy to use. So in order to solve that issue, I worked with the Tech Center there, and we created this tool called Graphical Lead Plus for HTML5. As of now, it's still in alpha. It's not finalized, but it helps a lot. So just one point that I want to make: this is not a BlackBerry tool. There's no plan to provide updates, and if you're gonna use it at your own risk. Okay, but it helps a lot. So the way it works is you can install for Mac or Windows. If you want to request keys, you click here and then it brings up that form. The BlackBerry 10 here is already selected. Then you can type your information. I'm gonna type my previous company here just for the sample. And then your country, your PIN. I always like to use something simple that I always remember. Then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, you order your keys. If you check your email, you first get this information saying that you ordered the keys, and in up to 2 hours you're gonna receive 2 emails, 1 and 2, and they contain the keys. So one is the RDK and the other one is the PBDT, and you can save it in your computer. I went ahead and I saved those here, so I have these 2 keys to be registered. So once I have the keys, I can go to certificate, and I can go in this first step to register and create a certificate. So I tell where my PBDT is, I tell where my RDK is, my PIN, and then I hit register. I was already registered, so I'm gonna override it. It creates the certificate, and now my computer, my keys are registered with BlackBerry servers. A good thing, a very important thing, is to back up your keys, because let's say you create an app and then you submit to BlackBerry World, and then you need to update that app, but you're working on a different computer. If you don't use your same keys, it's gonna be a different app to the store. So you gotta use the original keys. So this is why backing up your keys is very important. So I click here, I choose a destination. I'm gonna create a new folder here called backup, and I'm gonna choose this folder to have my backup. And then you hit backup. Now my keys are successfully backed up. I can go here and see 3 files: my bar signer, DB, CSK, and my certificate, my P12 file there. If I need to go to a different computer and restore my keys, I save those 3 files, I go to the new computer, I select the backup folder, and I hit open and then restore. Override. Now my registration is restored. So now I'm good to use that computer. So that's why it is really important to back up your keys, and if at some point you need to go to a different computer to update an app that's in BlackBerry World, make sure you restore those keys before you start. Again, everything visually, you don't have to use the command line. Another thing that's very important, let's say you want to use debug tokens, you want to create apps using debug tokens. So you can come here, you can create a new debug token. Let's say a PIN here, 258029. Creating debug token. Now I have a debug token created. If I need more than one device, I do a comma and I add more pins here to get debug tokens for all these different devices. And then if I need to install the debug token, I just hit install debug token, I set the device IP, the device password, and I install. Just to clarify, when I use debug tokens, I don't have to sign my application. If I have this debug token in that device, I don't have to sign the application. So that's how you create and install debug tokens. If I need to build an app, I just need to select the project folder. I have a sample here. For example, the BBUI sample that is really nice, and it has a lot of things that you can use for your apps. So I select that folder. I choose the bar location. I'm gonna use the same. Let's say BBUI samples.bar. This is gonna be my bar file, my application in the same location, and I don't have to worry about zipping or doing anything different. It's really simple. I can sign the application, and if it's signed, I can enable or disable debug mode. If I don't want to sign, I'm gonna have to use debug tokens, and I have to have debug mode enabled. I can change it, and it is there for you. You don't have to worry about it. So let's say I want to sign and enable debug mode. Then I hit build. It's gonna generate the bar and then communicate with the BlackBerry server to sign the application. As of now, you don't have to increment the build ID anymore. That's a new update to the signing server, so you don't have to worry about incrementing the build ID. But you have to type your key store somewhere. But where is the key store? The first time you open this app, you go to the settings, and then you save your key store to sign your applications, and you point to where your SDK, your WebWorks SDK is located. So that's the first thing you do. I just built that app, so if I go here, I can see that now I have my bar for the device and for the simulator. This is BBUI samples.bar signed, so I can install in any device. Now let's say I want to install that to my simulator here. So I'm gonna open the simulator. I'm gonna hit install app. I just have to type the IP of my simulator, 172.16.44.129. It's down here on the simulator. It could be a real device. I don't have a password, it doesn't really matter. And then I have to select where the bar file is. And then I hit open, install, and it's going to install and launch that application. It's installed and now it's launched. Debug mode is enabled, and now I can use BBUI here. Very simple. Again, I'm installing on the simulator, but I could install on any device. That's how easy it is. So when you build the app, you don't have to zip. It does all that job for you. It packages, signs, all that visually. But let's say I want to build an app. Let's say, let me get this sample here, the second sample, the camera. Let's say I just have an index.html and my JavaScript there. I don't have the config.xml, which is really necessary. So if I go to build app here and I point to that folder that has my app but doesn't have the config.xml, as soon as I hit open, it tells that there's no config.xml there. Do you want the app to create one? Yes, let's create one. Now my app has a config.xml that you can use, and it's all commented out, so you can just use what you need, and it does all that job for you. And that's the Graphical 8 Plus Alpha for HTML5. On the downloads here, you can see the links to download this app for Mac and Windows, and I hope it helps your development process and avoids all that command line, and it makes you more productive. Enjoy. Bye bye.